of year again. It's time for the Build Challenge. I joined the Sawdust Chronicles 2009 Fall Build Challenge last year, and I built an entertainment table for my wife's school. This year, different project, I'm going to be building a table. I mean, I just sketched them out on graph paper. It's non-technical. I could use something like SketchUp. Everybody uses SketchUp, and there's nothing wrong with SketchUp. I do like the program, but I spend all day working on equipment, doing very technical things. So part of me just wants to come out here and kind of pass that stuff or leave that stuff out of the shop. If I was doing something complex, maybe I would use it. I don't know. But I tend to keep things a little more low-tech out here because that's kind of why I do this. It's the complete opposite of the high-tech stuff I deal with. So that's one of the reasons why I drew this out on paper. So what I did this weekend, last weekend I actually drew this out. This weekend I went down to my hardwood supplier, Hearn's Hardwood, down in Oxford, PA. And I picked up the wood that I plan on using for this. Basically the wood is going to be maple. Okay, this will kind of be the maple, this area in here. That's the ebony. And then this center layer will be the padauk, which is this wood here. This beautiful red wood. I'm playing a little section off there to see what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to have to see about putting like a UV protector, because you can see even where the wood was stickered, you can see that there's difference. And then there'll be some banding down here on the legs. And the scroll work will be ebonized maple. I did kind of want to go ahead and use ebony, but it seemed kind of unnecessary for the amount I needed to do. And, as far as design, this has a lot of things that I've never tried, and that's part of the reasons why I wanted to do this. I originally kind of came up with a somewhat similar concept of this table 2 years ago at work. I was just doodling and kind of set it aside in a folder. I keep all that kind of stuff in. And when I was looking for something to do for the challenge, I figured this would kind of fit and meet the criteria. So I drew it out here full scale, but there are a lot of things that are kind of challenging to me, never having to do. One is that this padauk inlay will be carved. Nothing fancy, I mean, but my first attempt at really doing much carving. On the other table I did some router carving, but there really wasn't much as far as carving. I don't even have any carving tools, so that's one of the things I'm going to have to purchase. And then there is scroll saw work on these ebony inlays, as well as a little bit of carving that I've never really done before either, as well as the banding. I've done a little bit of banding on things like this mallet, where I have a little bit of banding, and that was really kind of my first attempt at it, of inlay work. And I mean, it worked out pretty good, but I've never really did it on a piece of furniture. I figured if I messed up this, well, I messed up this. So, but there are going to be a lot of challenges and a lot of things and tools I don't have. I don't have a joiner. I do have a planer now, which actually was purchased during the last build challenge, but I didn't use it on the challenge. I just kind of struck a deal on it. I found it on the clearance rack at Home Depot, Lowe's, one of the big box stores, for $150. So I was real enthused with my find. Came home. It's the same day I found Norm Abrams was giving up his show. Ran a board through it and it cuts at such an angle, the whole thing's out of whack. So that's one of the things I need to do to get ready for this project, is to get that joiner up and running. And hopefully you'll come along with me for that, or that planer up and running. I don't have a joiner. I don't have access to one, and I really don't have the money to buy a power joiner yet. I do want to get one, even if it's just a bench top unit. My shop's not that big, so that'll kind of work. But I did pick this up on eBay for about 40 bucks. And it's an old number 7 Stanley. And we'll be kind of getting that up and running. I mean, the Japanning's kind of worn, there's some left. I've seen some better days, but the body's in good shape. There's really very little rust on the bottom and the sides. So I have a feeling we can get this up to a pretty good acceptable level, and you can watch me try to fix that up. And that'd be my first time really trying to fix and bring to life a plane. I do have this plane here, which is my Sandusky. And I kind of did bring this up to working. I mean, it does work. Doesn't work the best. I could probably do some more work on the blade, but it's doable. Another thing I'm going to be trying that I've never tried before on this project is ebonizing maple. And there are a couple methods. One is soaking steel wool in vinegar to get them. And the other I heard about is just using RIT dye, clothing dye. And we'll try both to see how they work. So we'll give those a shot and see how they work. So I got the wood. The wood is stickered. It's acclimating to the shop. Probably won't be rough cut until next weekend, or sometime next week. I'm a month behind. I mean, we're already going into October now, and I haven't started the project. I mean, I did some drawing, but I really am kind of behind the game. I was a little behind last year, and then I had a lot of issues. Stitches in my hand made it difficult to work, but I was able to get it done, and hopefully I'll be able to get this done. It has some challenges, from the ebonizing of the wood, to the carving, to the inlays, to the rounded work I want to do on the legs. This is filled with firsts for me, and I think that's part of the allure of this project for me, is I'm going to make it so I try things I haven't tried. That's why this contest is for beginners, and I'll really get a good critique of my work, and I like that. I like the ability to hear someone else's perspective. You know, you could tell me my work sucks, and that's fine, as long as you tell me why it sucks and what I can do to make it better. Then I'm all for you telling me my work sucks. But if just telling me sucks doesn't help me at all. So I'm really going to look forward to that. So I think what we'll do is we'll go into some mini segments on things I need to do to get ready for the main build while the wood acclimates. We'll do things like fix up this old Stanley, because I'm going to use that to try joining together things like the top. We'll also go ahead and try testing out the ebonizing of the wood.